Are you struggling to set up your Google Ads campaign the right way? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up your campaign structure for your Google Ads in under 10 minutes. Hello, my name is Uzair and thanks for joining in. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up your Google Ads campaign the right way, easily and quickly, and try and sort out and demystify some of the confusions which you may have with regards to some of the options available. But before I get started, if you are struggling with your Google Ads and digital marketing, we go live every weekday on YouTube at 4 o'clock in the afternoon UK time. So please join in if you can, and you'll be able to ask any questions you may have, and I'll try my best to answer them for you. So if you haven't subscribed and hit the bell notification button yet, please do so, because every time we go live, you'll be the first one to be notified. Okay, so let's get started. So from your campaigns, you click on the plus button, new campaign. Now you've got lots of these various options, and this is where the confusion happens for quite a lot of you. That which one should I be using? This is a goals guidance, and that's all it is. It does not mean that you are not setting up your conversions. So Google has got all these pre-built options, sales, leads, website traffic, and so on. I tend to go with this one because without the goal guidance, you get all the options available for your campaigns, and I'm going to show you just that in a minute. If I were to go with the brand awareness and reach, you can see that the campaign types only available are display and video. You don't get the search option, whereas over here you got search, display, shopping, video, smart, discovery. Over here you got all these. In here you got some of them, and so on. So without the goal guidance, you get all the 8 options available, plus all the bidding options available as well. Because on some of these, let's go with this one, and I'm going to go search. I'll click on that, continue, and if I were to go in the biddings, now we've got these various options, conversions, conversion value, and so on. Let's go in there, and you will see that I've got my manual CPC plus all the other automated bidding strategies, which are the target CPA, ROAS, max clicks, conversions, and so on. If I were to go back and start again, this one was the leads one. Discard this, because I want to give a bit more time to this so you are fully aware of what these goals are and what it does when you build up your campaign. So let's go over here on the brand awareness. You'll find that your bidding options are very limited. You don't get all of them. So that is the biggest difference between selecting a goal for your campaign and selecting or not selecting a goal. So if you want all the options available for your bidding, go with without goal guidance. Go on the search, and then you can decide what you want: website visits, phone calls, or app downloads. You click on that, just put in your website. If you don't put in, it's not a problem. It just gives Google the information which website it is, so it's going to scan it and give you ideas when you continue to set up your keywords and so on. So first thing is your campaign name. Now the way this is laid out. It's a great way to set up the campaign easily, because it's not like you're going in one place then going to the next and so on. All you do is just keep going down and you will not miss out on anything. You set up your campaign name, use the networks. Now this is extremely important. Do not include the display network with your search network campaign. If you want to run on display network, set up a different one. This is a completely different beast, and the metrics are completely different to the search network. And I also tend to take this one out as well for my search network. Search network is the Google page. When someone goes to Google and puts in the search term, the ads come up at the top, and obviously the organic rankings underneath them. I will uncheck both of these to start with, but display I would never use. If I find that my traffic is very extremely limited, for example, I'm running in a very small location, then I may try it and see how it performs. But to begin with, we take this off. Then you've got this little link over here which is quite easily missable. Click on there and you have the start and the end date. Now let's say you are running a Christmas campaign and you want to finish or pause your campaigns on the 29th of December, but your offices will be shut. What you can do is you can enter the end date beforehand. So on the 29th or just on that date, it will stop the campaign. But if it's just going on all year round or until you stop it, then I wouldn't worry about it. You can just start the end date, start with the today's date, or you could start at a certain date in the future, keep it all ready, and then your campaign will start running from that date. Don't need to worry too much about this one. This is for advanced URL options. Dynamic search ads is, I'll cover that in a different video, but we don't need to worry too much about it. Ad schedule, you can run your ads all day, weekdays, weekends, or any individual days, whatever time and end time you want to run. So if you want to run Monday to Friday from just during your office hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's how you. Location, you set up your country, your location, or you can go on the advanced location option over here, advanced. And then if I want to run my ads around 20 miles my location, which is Leighton Buzzard, I can see this radius and I can now see where my ads are going to run, and I can save it. You can add multiple locations as well, so you can have one on the north, one on the south, and so on. Languages, as English is fine for me. We're not going to target any audiences for the time being, because this is a search campaign. I will go through how you can set these up as an observation level, so you can see what type of audiences are performing or not performing. As you can see over here, you can put them up all on your campaign, whichever are relevant to your business or niche, and you'll have some more ideas over here: business services, advertising for me, web services, SEO, and so on. Now what this means is it's just going on observation mode, and it is not going to affect my campaign. Then I can see whenever an audience who is classified under SEO and SEM services, whenever they come and they click on the website, they convert, and my conversion rate is good. My cost per conversions is very low, so I can bid adjust on these audiences aggressively, so I don't want to miss out in the auction. So that's what you do. You don't want to be doing this, because you're then going to target all these audiences only. Just keep it over there. If you decide to keep them on observation campaigns. Set up your budget, whatever you have. Here you will find a handful of bidding types: conversions, conversion value, clicks, or impression share. But then over here you can select a bid strategy which Google says is not recommended. Well, please ignore that, because what we get over here is just at the bottom over there is where the manual CPC is. So I will start off with my manual CPC, so I have total control over the campaign. Once I've got data in the account, then I can go after the automated bidding strategies, which works quite well actually, but not in the beginning, because if you start with the beginning, Google, the algorithms don't have any data to go by. They don't know what kind of conversion you are looking for, what kind of visitor or an audience you are looking for. Once we have these running with manual CPC and have got some handful of conversions in our account, then I can let go the campaign to the algorithms and say, okay, now Google, go out and get me all these conversions, and I'm looking for these kind of conversions and people, and Google will know exactly what I'm looking for. So that's why I tend to start with the manual CPC to begin with. Then we have got another one over here, which is the show more settings. I'm not sure why they hide it in there and not just have it on the front end. So conversions, you must set up your conversions, and you may use account level conversions, or you can set up different conversions and then select whichever conversion you want to use for this campaign. Ideally, you want to select all the conversion actions for your campaigns. Now, ad rotations, most people will go with the optimized best performing ads. I tend to go after these ones. The second one, the do not optimize, because if I've got multiple ads in the campaign, what I want to do is to get each and every ad the same number of impressions, because if one is starting to perform and I'm using the first option, the ad 2 or the ad 3 will hardly get any impressions, and then you can't split test properly. So if you go by this one and then see what's happening, then you can start to choose a winner of your ads and a loser, and then optimize it by putting up ditching out the losing ad and put a new one as the challenger ad. Site links, again, extremely important. In fact, all the ad extensions which you need to set up: site links, call outs, call, price, promotion, location, and all of these extensions. You must set this up. Makes your ads a lot bigger, and it doesn't cost you any additional or extra for setting up these ad extensions. It is as per Google's best practices. It reduces your click or the CPC, makes your ad bigger, and you can showcase a lot more information on your ad. So that is extremely important. Don't skimp on this, or don't be lazy not to set this up. Just set this up. If it's a fairly straightforward account, set them all up at account level. Then you don't need to worry about it, because every time you create new ads or new campaigns, the extensions will be applied to them. And then all you do is then save and continue, and you have created your well, could be your first campaign. And in another video, I will then go through how to set up your ad group types. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for being here. We go live, as I said earlier on, every weekday, 4 o'clock in the UK on YouTube and other channels. So if you've got any questions or problems with regards to Google Ads or digital marketing, then please join me and I'll try my best to answer the questions for you. So till then, stay safe and thanks for being here, and goodbye for now.